Hello, welcome to another session of Null Space. I am Luke, the GM. We are the Kobold Cafe. With us today, we've got everyone but Everoth. That includes Z Warrior.
Hey, I'm the Warrior. I'm playing a new character. You probably didn't see me play the other character in the other game, but uh, this one's pretty cool. Check him out.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We've also got Jared.
Hey, I'm Jared playing Aral, your friendly neighborhood scary alien.
Yep, that's exactly how I'd describe you. We've got James.
Hey, I am James. I play your dashing captain.
We've got Terra, maybe. Maybe
Yes,
not.
if my computer wasn't lagging.
Oh, there we go.
My computer just said flip out. I am Tara. I play the spaceship. I'm amazing.
That about covers it. So, last episode, the crew had arrived on Vort Station, a big corporate hellhole run by a conglomerate of the Vasic Corporation, a specialist in nanodrugs and biotechnology, the Orion Corporation, a specialist in kind of fairly modern battlefield technology, and
Getting killed by bugs.
getting killed by bugs. They are really good at that.
And eating pierogies.
Smoking space cigars, the general fare, getting tattoos, all that kind of stuff. And then finally the Taurus Corporation, who specialize in computing systems. Nothing particularly fancy. Someone just went past in a hydrogen torch ship. And John Smith, you've arrived here. You're the captain.
Yep,
Yep,
both true.
I'm flailing here. Well, aye. You got to the station. All I did was describe the station, idiot. Barely that. I just described the three companies that run it. While here, you did meet some like-minded people, maybe. To an extent, Ural got some tips on where he can find some ITA tech, probably. It's a bit out of the solar bubble of this system. A colony ship that never quite made it where it was going.
Okay, yeah,
That was
I recall.
savaged by ITAs. And these guys were in a fight with him only a month ago in the scraps of the wreckage. And John Smith, you bought some fancy fabrics, I think it were?
I did indeed.
Not super fancy. But
Some like desirable, fashionable
mhm.
alien fabric.
Yeah. Something interesting that people somewhere else will be like, oh yeah, I'll take that.
Yes,
Yeah.
at a markup.
And Angrol looked at job postings and then came and accompanied you when you were going to seedier areas just in case something started up. But Construct, you were quite distracted through all of this because when you arrived in system, you started receiving, or you detected a signal.
Happy birthday, Luke.
Thank you. Wow. Oh no, I'm 30. Follow if you're also 30. Unfollow if you're under 18. Because you're not supposed to be here. I've got a restraining order. That's not true. prospective employers, that is not true. Stretching. Sorry, my back just went out because I turned 30. Oh, God. No.
Welcome to the club.
Ah.
It's not so bad.
What you were saying?
A long-range comms buoy was left quite a while ago in this system. On a planet in this system. And you've been struggling to decrypt all the information. It seems like
Okay.
whoever left it had been tampered with and was not of sound operational capabilities and had gone off script in producing whatever this is.
Alright, well, I rolled the cryptography last time and I passed. Do you need me to roll one again?
No, it's just gonna take a little while to get through it, you think?
Okay.
You reckon you've made good progress by the time John Smith and Ural and Angrol are all back at the ship and loading on cargo. And give me a freight handling, please, John Smith.
Okie dokie. Probably helps to win skills.
Yep, there's an extra box here. There's more cargo has been delivered than you were expecting.
Huh. Okay. I will. What's in this extra box?
It does come with a secure one-time data log. Oh, they're in Ultratech somewhere. But the
Shipping manifest?
yeah, it is a shipping manifest of sorts. The password hint is Cerium, which is the station where you met your last contact, who did give you a password of sorts to use in certain circumstances. Do you type it in?
Oh, that was me?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, yes, I type it in.
Beep, boop, 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 boop. It's an extra box for exfiltration, seeing as you were in this system. It, like, part of a job that this person got offered just after you'd left.
Okay. Wait, so where are we? What's
The dock.
the dock?
Yeah,
We're on the dock.
You
You're on
had
the
your
docks.
stuff delivered while we were doing the seedy stuff, so you've got
Yep.
your crates of whatever it was.
Cargo is delivered by gravlift to these particular express docks.
Okay.
You get in the fancy treatment.
So it is a very large cargo grav lift, and there's like a small pile of stuff in the middle.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I load my shit. Open the extra box.
Someone opens your box.
I probably do that on the ship.
Yeah, the box has a bunch of equipment.
Okay.
I thought he was going to say boxes.
There's a bunch more boxes inside that box. I just rolled a couple of quick checks. Yeah, there's a bunch of equipment in that box.
What kind of equipment?
Looks like medical equipment.
Medical equipment.
Ooh. Well, I'm morally ambiguous. Yeah, I'm just gonna tuck that box away. Someone made a mistake.
This feels risky.
The ship is sending down some things to sanitize our new stuff because the ship is paranoid and crazy.
Is that really happening? Did that just get mentioned?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yes.
There is AFK and
Yes.
she typed that in Discord.
Oh, and you know what? Actually, while that's happening, I probably am going to continue that freight handling skill and inventory the contents of the box.
Yeah, I'll let you have a +1 to that roll.
And Ural does not allow his acquisitions to be sanitized.
Ooh. No, I don't do a very good job inventorying.
We're gonna let you keep that 10. I meant.
Oh! Oh, okay. Then I inventory.
Yeah. If I were feeling really mean, I'd let that be the. I'm gonna wait until I decide you need to make a roll, and it's a 16, buddy. But
Uh-huh.
fuck that. That'd be really rude. So yeah, this feels dangerous. This feels like I might get Z Warrior shot if I'm not careful.
Is it just me in the dock at the moment?
Yeah, you'd be taking a lot more time than Urald would.
Angrol's
You'd
helping
probably-
you.
And
Okay, so the
some
constructs.
robot bunnies.
Yeah,
Okay.
the robot bunnies as well, obviously helping.
But nobody else who would who's armed.
No. Sorry, I was just blanking on a couple of things. I'm sure it's yeah. Blah 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 blah. It won't take you long at all to load everything on. It won't take long to sanitize it at all. It is cloth and bits of equipment. Nothing is biological in any form that's coming aboard. It's pretty much alien polyester that you've bought. Can anyone hear me? Are we still streaming? I seem to have disconnected from Discord.
The 30s truly are tumultuous age.
Right?
What were the last you heard from me?
We were inventorying he was inventorying the box and then ran out of stuff to say about that.
Really, that was it? I think I've been disconnecting from Discord for a while, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was a good minute.
Well, that is bizarre.
I
So-
think the last thing I can recall you saying was, I might get you killed.
Oh, really? Shit. Well, I was saying it's probably safe to assume that it wasn't going to get found, but are you legit going through that entire box's contents?
Yeah, I inventory it.
Z Warrior, have you got anything super fancy like morph suits or active camouflages?
Uh,
A big tin
guy
can that you're inside?
the guy that helped me out had an effective skill 15 as a biotech smuggler.
Okay.
So I imagine there's some sort of container he stuffed me in.
Yeah. You know, one of the things you inventory is like a can of nuts.
Like
Bio.
a really big can of nuts.
Yeah, it's like a 50-pound can of nuts. And when you lift it up, it kind of feels like it weighs a bit more than 50 pounds. So it must be a pretty sturdy can.
Oh man, I love nuts.
Don't do this, bro. The shipping manifest said this package were worth a pretty good amount of money. For delivery.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I guess I just put everything back and we'll take off. Go to make my other deliveries.
Alrighty. Let's get and have a look at this map then. Are you about, Tara? Can you hear us?
Sounds like no.
Mm.
She's typing.
Can't talk.
Okay, so I read up a lot on the sensors rules, and I have now added a cheat sheet for comms and sensors. But what it pretty much comes down to is you can't really see anything that's very far away unless you already know where it is and can talk to it, and it tells you where it is. There's also a good 10-minute time lag on conversations per AU. Is that about right, Jared?
About, yeah, because it takes about 5-6 minutes for light to reach Earth, which is 1 AU.
Yeah.
So you'd send a message, they'd hear it after 5 minutes, they'd respond then, and you'd get the response after 5 minutes. So you get a response to what you said 10 minutes after you said it.
Mm-hmm. So we'd kind of been hand-waving comms and sensors rules like that. But again, for scanning and stuff like that, there are legit rules. It legitimately uses the speed range table for passive scanning of objects. So, for... what are we looking at? For 2 AU, for 1 AU, it's minus 66. So, but that's very doable because then they're also at definitely a plus 10 for plain sight. If they're accelerating and using their engines, they'll be at a plus 6 at least, probably. But yeah, just
Comprendre.
And in the cheat sheet, I've added a bunch of the useful modifiers, and also your ranges, and you can pick up signals that are within double your comm range. So you can pick up signals from 10 AU away, which is pretty tasty. You just can't see things and detect them. Within 1 hex of you is when you can really start spotting stuff without range penalties, and you'll see everything instantly. Maybe 2 hexes, in fact. And you'd still be at plus 10s, so you'd probably see everything within 2 hexes pretty easily.
The ship compulsively cleans the cargo.
We're cleaning. Look at us clean. Huh. Mr. John Smith, your nuts are dirty. We must polish these 50-pound nuts that you are holding. Odd. Our sensors say that these nuts weigh 100 pounds. This is a good deal on nuts that you have. They are very clean now.
Yeah, I don't even know where this crate came from.
I believe it was Kant that said nuts in a crate are very mysterious, but should not be questioned.
Well, we'll see what we can get for the crate. I'm willing to sell it.
Beep boop. Would you like to dance, John Smith?
No, I got work to do.
Robot dance party. And then they, like, their ears pop out laser shows and stuff. One of them chugs a load of vape juice and starts pumping out fog.
Anyhow,
We in a couple of hours, you're ready to depart. Or at least you think you are.
okay. Then we'll depart.
Your next stop was Betacome Berenices 5, a station called Sadoruta. That's not where you are right now, by the way. You're currently at Betacome Berenices 4.
Okay.
So it's 4.2 AU away. You have detected the planet on your passive sensors. And John Smith, you are aware that Sadoruta station is in orbit, geostationary around Betacome Berenices 5.
Okay. And that's where I was originally headed for?
Yeah, that's where your original destination was before you got called to stop at this station by having rescued those numbnutzes.
Okay. Then let's depart to there.
But it turns out you could have made a tasty sum as well by having come here because of the extra job you just got given to deliver those nuts.
Oh, right. Right. Okay, well, we will go deliver all of our packages.
And these nuts.
And these nuts.
And these nuts.
Got him! The nuts are for out of this system. There is a couple of packages that are due beyond this system.
Okay.
But yeah, 4.4 AU. This ship can accelerate at something stupid like 100G.
I believe so.
And it, yeah.
But, like, under that kind of acceleration, we're still, like, constantly under 5G or something. Or, like, oh, no, it was 1G.
Yeah,
Never mind.
by rules, you would still feel 1G in the arse direction. Which is still pretty uncomfortable, really, you know? To say that you are... Gravity does not act in the direction anti-retro... Yeah. It would be an extra force of gravity more than what you're experiencing in the normal direction.
That's fair.
It would still take 4 days to accelerate up to the speed of light.
4 days, really?
Yep, light's fast, yo.
Oh, well, it's a good job that once you hit 1800 meters per second, you can activate your warp drives that instantly accelerate you to beyond the speed of light.
Good to know.
Those things are useful.
Yeah, that's quite the technology.
I heard the cleaning robots discussing an additional package, John Smith.
Yeah, good fortune. Somebody really fucked up.
What do you mean?
Oh, it was just like full of medical equipment and this giant 50-pound thing of nuts.
Angrel's like, not corn? How disappointing.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
not the slightest bit suspicious to you, John Smith?
It is, but I mean, there's no signals coming off of it or anything. It all seemed to check out.
It did.
Fair enough.
I
He
mean,
made a good
I-
argument.
I'm not one to pass up free merchandise or a random delivery job. Apparently, good money.
I should have been reading spaceships during this to see how long it would have taken you to travel 4 AU at 100G acceleration.
What's the distance?
By the by, the rules say that it's 99.5 negated.
Okay, so it'd be 0.5 G.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Depending on how long this takes, that could be worse, probably. 4.4 AU. Got to work out the delta V first. Square root of the distance in AU divided by 100 times by 1482 times by 100. And that's how much delta V it'd take. But you've got a ram scoop engine.
Mr. Smith, after delivery, this construct is using our contract to requisition all the crew for a mission.
Okay. Yeah. As if it's per the contract. I guess now is as good a time as any to tell everybody that the ship is actually sentient and
I think we've already figured that out.
well, I think I'll call like a crew meeting in the
Okay, by the way, less than 14 and a half hours.
Less than 14. Okay. So it'll take like 14 hours. Half a day. You set
Okay.
off. The captain calls a crew meeting.
yeah, in the galley.
There's a £50 can of nuts on the table between all of you.
Yeah,
Where's the galley?
it's like right underneath all the crew quarters.
Between hydroponics and crew quarters. Boop. Robot Bunny dances up to the table and takes a seat and then turns completely motionless and he's probably just staring at you, Uro. Although probably not. There's cameras
talked
everywhere.
to the ship before.
Yeah, you probably already know it's
O'Rawls
sentient.
had full-on conversations with the ship.
AI, like sentient AI, isn't a massive deal.
Okay.
They are essentially slaves.
Okay. Well, in any case, I'm gonna
They're just
call the
programmed
crew meeting
to...
anyway and just be like, all right, I just want everybody to be on the same page at this point. The ship is actually a sentient AI, And it's not actually my ship. The ship and I have a contract. We get to use the ship for pretty much whatever. It's pretty amicable. But on occasion, I've had to do these things for it. And it's just the contract for use of the ship. I'm informing you now because
And you
the
must
ship.
divert our course for one of those.
Yeah, once we get
favors.
done with this next delivery, we gotta do the thing to not breach contract. Just so y'all know.
Breach of contract can have penalties in excess of evacuating air supply.
And what is it that this ship requires us to do?
I don't know, the last one I had to go explore some ruins of something or another.
Your decryption has just completed construct, and there is indeed an archaeological site in this system that the previous visitor was not able to completely explore, and has left a marker in the exact location on the planet before self-destructing to avoid further tampering with a mutinous crew. And it is at Betacome Berenices 3 Oruta. Only 2.2 AU away. It's kinda at a 90-degree angle. Not the same direction at all as where you're currently headed.
I'll
Okay.
let them finish the delivery, though.
Okay. Well, very polite of you.
Okay. Well,
It only
we will.
makes sense. If the delivery was not in this system, this construct might not be as amenable.
Do you pass across this information that that's where you need to go?
Not as yet.
Okay.
Anyhow, I'm hungry and I crack open a can of nuts.
Yeah, there's a rat inside.
Not a normal rat.
Huge
Oh
rat.
shit!
Overall, grabs his gun.
Hey. Uh-oh. No, hold on.
Rat's is sleeping.
It's a sleeping rat.
It's kind of cute.
I imagine you're wearing a Vasic Corporation branded something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look,
It appears that we are smuggling a rat.
yeah.
Has the
Look,
Vasic Corporation got a bounty on your head? Just quick question.
No.
No, okay. Just
Look,
because
look,
Angrel were checking those last episode.
someone put the big ass rat in clothing and stuff.
Gotta clean it.
Oh my god.
Perhaps it is required for medical experimentation.
I don't know.
Busting out the ultra nano soap bang.
You'll notice that the rat itself is pretty clean.
This thing is
Not
already
clean enough for the ship's standards.
Probably not.
remarkably clean. Almost as if we already gave it a once over.
We gave the can a once over.
Yeah, now the inside of the can is also getting cleaned.
Critically.
Like, oh dear lord.
Okay.
can gets dragged away. They
Yeah.
leave the rat sleeping comfortably on the table.
No, the rat has to be cleaned too.
It already has.
All must be cleaned.
They start, undoing the ultra zip. Boom, chicka, boom, boom. Have you ever seen like a rat's ball bag? They are massive.
Not Googling that.
I've had a few pet rats. No, that's not true. I've had one pet rat, and it was my wife's rat. And she were really cute, she were. But if you look at the boy rats in the pet shop, them testicles are redonkulous. As you see in front of you on this rat human chimera, roll me current affairs or area knowledge, the one that Ural's got at a -4.
Success by 3.
Ah, good roll. Yeah, this is a tech rat is the corporate name for him. It's a genetic chimera made using human DNA and also the DNA of various rodents and marsupials and other whatever rabbits are. They're their own special one.
This rat is the genetic experiment. It is not a mere rat.
How did we end
Corporations
up?
have been doing this for some years. Take care, it is as anyone else you might smuggle.
It's, this whole thing is starting to seem rather odd now. Let's wake it up.
Ural aims until it maxes out while they wake him up.
I'm gonna start with nudge, nudge. Hey, buddy. Hey, little guy.
I'm not sure I'm gonna wake up from that. Probably knocked out.
What are you, drugged?
Yeah.
Okay, when that doesn't work, I go into my jacket and pull out
A hyper stim of some kind.
a hyper. Yeah, let's see. I have got a couple of.
Mr. Smith, is this creature not a stowaway?
That echo was really good. Well done.
I guess technically.
Was this over intercoms or private?
Intercoms.
John Smith was hired to transport cargo. This is a standard smuggling operation. Nuts are not valuable enough for him to transport.
I think you should let me cut its head off.
No. As a matter of fact, go stand by the door.
This door?
Yeah, but on the other side of it, please.
Yeah. Fumbles a bit. Let's see. Oh no, yeah, he finds the button that opens it.
It's entirely possible he didn't, but the ship just opened the door.
Well, he were reaching for the correct button when the ship opened the door.
Okay.
Awaken the rat.
Yeah, and then I hit him with shit, the drug. I just can't find it in here. It's the wakey wake one.
Yep, there is indeed.
Oh, there we go. Hyperstem. I got a hyperstem.
I think I
Boom.
already said that.
You
Yes,
did.
you did.
trust your god. The one that tells Ulrich to put heads off,
Hallelujah.
and the one that makes Urel want to just start shooting things. The kind of
Oh, wait.
a hyperstim should
How-
wake you up.
How sudden is that?
I mean, it pretty much just seems like chemical adrenaline, so.
Pretty
Okay.
sudden. Yeah. You will
Woo!
open your
Ah!
eyes.
I'm awake. I'm awake. I look at my watch. Oh my god! Just in time. Just in time. It's gonna start. The commercials. The commercials. Come on, come on. What the hell are you? Get out of my way. Where's the TV? Is there a TV nearby?
Yeah,
Do
there's a...
not move.
Yeah, we're in the
rat.
galley.
The TV's over here. I'll put it on for you. TV turns on. What channel do you want?
Do not move, rat.
I pretty much hard jumped over the TV.
Yeah, he did. You lose your aim on him. He's fast and small.
Permission to fire, John Smith.
No. Hold your fire.
Very well.
Keep ready though.
You recognize this little bunny robot. It's a top of the line. In fact, it's Taurus branded. It's a top of the line Taurus Robo Sapien 9 billion.
Ooh, that's a really nice robo you got there.
Raw's gonna roll against Judo to grapple the rat.
I look. By the by, remember I custom modded those things.
Oh. I feel
It's
like...
good to mod it to you. That's,
Yeah, you probably still recognize it and think it's even cooler.
Oh, fancy place. I like it here.
I am actually really good at designing a robot or upgrading robots.
Judo?
Yeah, used instead of DX to grapple. Otherwise the same.
Alright.
Size mod, I guess? -2?
Yeah, I
Minus
think you get that as a bonus when you're trying to grapple, though.
Yeah.
Which channel did you want? I'm picking up, and then it displays a list of potentially grabbed you there, bunny. Bunny.
Moth.
Rat boy. Bat.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to dodge.
Alrighty. I think you were technically looking at him when he stepped over and reached for you.
What's my dodge at? It says 10. Okay.
This might be a bit of an intrusive question, but are your pouches in your mouth?
Oh.
It was meant to be. You grab them, bunny.
Oh, you want to watch it with me? Great. Let's see.
The channel you're looking for is...
Move the rat onto the counter here. And
Put on
hold it down.
Berserker shopping. Berserker shopping. Come on, it's starting.
Do 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 do.
And I'll have to adjust my zoom because the stupid circles are in the way.
Oh, yeah.
There's a feeling that love can't buy. There's a feeling that you'll just never forget. And then there's a zoom in on this person taking a big old bite out of a protein bar. And then he picks up a massive axe. It's like, it's the feeling of chopping down a tree on a summer's day.
What I just did is a takedown. Quick contest of STDX or your best grappling skill.
I think you need
If
to
you
roll.
want to resist this.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't think it's that. They're pretty small.
How many control points have you accrued?
Oh god, no. No, not.
Good reaction. Good reaction.
Ooh.
Oh,
You are not if you're resisting.
Oh, well, you just straight up failed. Guess you're still holding me too.
Yeah, you kind of try and take him down, but you just kind of rub him against the counter like a Furby that you're upset with. And the commercial's
Answer
playing.
our questions.
It's really tacky.
Why did you ask?
John Smith.
I don't know, John Smith.
I'm John Smith.
Oh, he's over there. Then don't ask me. Let me see the commercial. I want to see him chop down the tree. Come on.
What?
It cuts to a dropship landing on some kind of hostile, creepy alien-filled planet, and like people in battle armor firing laser miniguns at things.
And on this episode of Planet Turners,
Someone pauses to take a bite out of the same protein bar.
they've invested this planet, and now they're going to turn their investment around and make a profit out of it. But first, genocide the locals.
Our protein bars are only made from the purest, high-grade Xeno warrior proteins. And then it shows all these dead, fearsome Xeno creatures being conveyor belted into a grinder, and these protein bars coming out neatly packaged on the other side.
Would you
Yeah,
turn that
dude.
off?
Oh, put it back on.
Turning off
Come
TV,
on.
John Smith. Turning
No.
TV back on.
Stop taking orders from the rat
Turning
and turn the TV off.
TV back off. Sorry, Mr.
Turn it
Rat.
on. I'm not a rat. Turn it on.
He says he's not a rat.
Ask your questions, John Smith.
This is good torture for...
So, I need you to focus for a second.
Yeah, protein bar. Protein bar. Yeah.
It's made from trees and aliens.
Look, you smuggled yourself onto our ship. Why?
See, he stops like, oh. Hold on, let me make a roll.
You can do it secretly if you desire. One of them's probably stream sniping you, though.
Why 2? It's 12. Control rating of 2, that doesn't exist. Okay, no, that succeeds. Yeah.
Nice try.
He got to hold himself. Oh. Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, big guy. Ugly ass guy. Okay. Yeah, I just need to get out of this station.
Yeah, why for?
Because it's not safe in there for me.
Okay. So, you just thought you'd package yourself in this great big jar of nuts and go to sleep and hope for the best?
Jar of nuts. Is that why he packed me? Wow. That's new. Never been smuggling a jar of nuts before.
There's a small
And
air
why
tank
were
in
you
there.
also smuggled within medical equipment?
Oh, that's my equipment. Where'd you put it? You didn't break anything, did you?
No, it's all in the cargo bay.
He didn't
Oh.
break
Completely
anything, he broke everything.
You're a doctor, huh?
Yeah, of sorts.
Huh. Like, fixing people?
Among other things.
So you just needed to get off that station, huh?
Yeah.
Raul will let go and kind of push him away a bit.
Oh, so rude.
I still want to cut its head off. He says over comms, over the intercom. He's still stood in the airlock.
Please don't separate my head from my body.
Who said
No,
that?
I don't think.
Did you guys hear that?
I don't think you gotta worry about that.
Oh, I left my axe in there anyway. You can see the axe is like leaning against this wall over here.
But if you're a doctor, crew could always use a doctor.
Yeah, this guy here could use one. Like fix his face and something. What happened to you? Damn.
That would be suggested. Crew 67 or 129 both died because lack of doctor.
Oh. Who's speaking?
That's Mother.
Ural tries to grapple him again.
It's the construct.
Hello. This is Construct of Vanguard. I don't remember which number we are. 97.
Potentially grappling you again, Dr. Bug.
Just left his hands away. What? I jump back on the counter. What are you doing?
Do not speak of me in such a manner.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Phil
all
is-
right, all right. Let's all be nice. Let's all be nice.
You do kind of recognize what he looks like now as well. He's either wearing a really good costume as an Iter, which are a kind of scourge of the hyperlanes in this region of the galaxy, who are usually mindless zombie fighters onslaughting and stealing flesh and technology and mashing the two together and throwing it at things with guns attached.
Mm-hmm.
Normally they don't talk at all, though, other than to say, like, exterminate, I don't know. You will be itered. I terminate.
Upgraded.
Please proceed for
Made to come
upgrading. Would you like to purchase WinRAR? Would you like to purchase? And then clicking OK is, you know, getting your face smashed in by laser bullets.
Yeah, the bug was just told that was the ship talking.
The bug is a cute little rat
Sorry,
boy.
Doc Bug.
So your ship talks. Nice. We have an AI. Cool.
Yep.
This is a nice ship. You have an AI. You have a really fearsome security guy.
He waves at you through the door.
No, he's not security. He's our cargo master.
Oh. I
We're
was
talking about
think-
different people.
Oh yeah, they are.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
referring to this one.
oh, yes. Yeah, he basically is security.
Okay.
And he's pretty good at it. So just remember, you know, for now you're on probation.
Oh. So you are interested in my services then?
We've got some aliens, I'm afraid.
Oops. So are you interested in my services then?
Yeah. We really could use a doctor.
Okay. I could use a job, seeing as I lost my last one.
Great.
Got it.
We'll call you our probationary hire.
Okay.
I look at our other company like, I guess I'll give you the tour of the ship.
He'll take a careful step towards Euro. Sorry about earlier, big guy. No hard feelings, okay? He kind of puts his little hand forward.
Understood.
Is we're all going to be
All
Groot.
right.
Ural does not shake, he just says understood.
Mm. I put my hand in my pocket.
I'll wait till you see this Jape has been playing on Angrel. Can we turn the TV back on now, please, Mr. John Smith?
Not right now.
Oh. Okay, let's turn the ship. What other cool stuff do we have on board here?
Ski
Yeah.
ball.
Oh,
That's pinball.
Skin ball.
Pinball.
Pinball. Ultratech pinball.
Yeah. But in any case, I'll give you a quick tour of the ship.
Sensi
Tell you-
pinball. You are the ball.
Tell you to pick a bunk, any bunk, so long as it hasn't been claimed.
mm-hmm.
Show you to the med bay.
It's a pretty
Yeah.
well equipped med bay, actually.
Do you, by any chance, have a empty or unused deck I could set up a biolab?
No.
Damn. You're gonna have to clean one up for me then, son.
Hey,
Negative.
construct.
Negative.
Well, what do you mean negative?
All labs have been occupied on the Vanguard 97.
Well, an Occupy one.
Negative.
How much space do you need? I mean, all your stuff came in a small box.
Maybe I can set up in the med bay for now.
There's
Well-
definitely room.
Deck 14 is completely unoccupied. Why don't you take a couple of cabins on Deck 14?
Deck 14.
Right above where you are now. Although you've probably been scampering about it.
Okay.
Mr.
then,
Smith, those are for passengers and other crew.
Yeah, but we don't have passengers or other crew at the moment. He's just taking up 2. I think that's fine for now. You even said we need a doctor. Get out of the sink.
What?
I imagine he were talking to an animal in real life, but he could easily have been talking to
One of the
Dr. Bug.
It was a real life animal.
Okay.
Cat or lizard?
Cat.
Kitten or adult.
Kitten.
Don't let them get used to that. My girlfriend's cat sleeps in the sink.
Like, go and start brushing your teeth in the dark one morning. That's not a very happy cat.
Cats sleep in the sink. In our house, the sink gets turned on.
Hank's obsessed with the sink. Not going in it, just if it's dripping. He like watches it and then he's like, oh, it drips. Oh, it's gonna drip. Oh, it drips again.
Anyhow, digesting.
What form of biological laboratory do you intend to set up?
a biotech one for diagnosis.
Medical laboratory.
Yeah.
Oh, we've
You
already
could
got one of
utilize
those.
the sick bay.
You really could. The sick bay, it says 2 space, but it's actually a 5 space sick bay. I need to update that. That's right, isn't it, Tara?
No. It's, well, 2 space literally means it's taking 2 slots.
It houses 5 people though.
Let me get back to spaceships and double check. Spacecraft systems, system descriptions. Habitat. Specialized rooms. 1 to 4 patients per slot.
So it's 2 slots.
Wait, it'll depend on SM, surely.
No.
Maybe not. No, you just get more slots if you're a bigger SM. Dedoys.
I mean, I guess if you really want to destroy the gym, but I think labs take up 2 spots.
Yeah, labs do take up 2 spots.
Well, this is just him putting his own personal equipment, not
Yeah, labs cost
a
like...
ship's room.
A ship's
worth-
room costs like millions. Like a ship's lab would cost millions, but the sick bay itself already gives a +2 to diagnosis, first aid, physician, and surgery. And with its size, there's more than enough room that you could devote an entire bed space to your weird little lab, your little rat lab. 2 entire bed spaces. Definitely enough room to grant whatever bonuses yours can provide.
Oh, okay. I think this is gonna work. Mom would be so proud of me. Look at this. My own lab, in my own ship, away from the corporation. Yeah, this success.
Were you raised by a big chunky rat mum with like 12 titties that you and all your siblings chewed on? Or
Not really. He was grown in a vet lab.
okay, so your mum was probably like a bed
Thanks
that
for
talks
insight
to you
into
while
your
you
mind,
sleeps.
Luke.
I was just trying to, imagine rats, babies. These are rat babies. Cute little rat babies. You were so disgusting when you came out of the vat. You were hideous.
Probably.
Looked like a little Winston Churchill rat, which, isn't all that different.
It's got a pair of teeth.
Racist shithead.
Yeah, absolutely. Fucking time travel to kill Winston Churchill with me. Yep. Medical room controls. You can adjust the lighting. You can set the video screen for each bed.
Yeah. I'll get myself familiarized with the deck.
Do you have any weapons?
Oh, I don't know if I gotta check my stuff to see if it's there.
This way. We
Yeah.
just hold right arrow for a while.
I like to shift scroll.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Oh, whoa, that's weird.
Hey, Luke.
Hey.
The next station does it have any well, actually, how do my microfabs work again?
Mini facts.
It's how much material do you need to pump into it?
I need to look at the fabricator rules because for the mini fact,
Page 90.
Page 90. Thank you.
Because these are ship mini facts. They're bigger, and there's
Wait,
2 of them.
which book?
Spaceships, I think.
Ultratech 90 is where mini facts are described.
No, they're spaceships. Page 16. It tells me where I'm looking. What page I need to go to? Dump.
You pay raw material cost of 60% of the base price of the final product if it's specialized, or 50% if you're using like generic scrap. So like if you find the right things for the job, you pay 60% of the price of the thing you're manufacturing. Otherwise, you pay 50% of the price.
It's a robofac, right?
Yeah, they have the robot.
So yeah, it's like 500 GURPS bucks an hour worth of stuff that it can produce.
Okay. Ooh. So can I Amazon order and the next thing we're going to just a few thousand worth of scrap? Or not scrap, material?
Yeah, that's fine. Hold up, it might be more than that.
And then add it as a list of just fabricator scrap material in the ship handout, cargo handout.
Well, this is my personal. It's going to be my personal scrap
Okay.
because I haven't spent. Because I spent a lot of money on some 5 Force swords, but that's all I bought.
Oh, okay, it's you need 40% of the cost in parts, equal in mass, and it can do 1,000. You've got 2 of them, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so you can do 1,000 an hour for each of them because they're robofacs.
Or 5 pounds.
Cool. All right. Because I was going to build some because house bots.
Oh, nice picture for the hold, by the way. Thank you, whoever put that there.
Twas me.
Take your credit now, James McCullen. Good lad.
I mean,
An
I don't
extra
deserve
treat
credit.
for you, my son.
The artist that I grabbed the picture from deserves credit.
They-
Unfortunately, just a random one on Pinterest, so I'm sorry.
It says artist in it.
Does it?
Does it?
I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't read
Oh.
that.
Ander 104, I think.
Under
Amber
104.
104.
Thank you for the picture. The only person ever to get credited so far.
Anyhow,
You have the credits.
Yeah, I need to add things to them.
But yes. So I will just. I'm just ordering in advance, so they'll be ready to pick up.
You could have done that while you were at the last station. We can say you've already ordered a few.
So it's 40% the cost.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And they would have been really easy to just buy from Taurus Corporation what you want for what you're building, depending on where it is.
I want to build 5 house bots.
Oh yeah, as long as it's not LC3 stuff that you need, then you'll be fine.
LC1.
LC1.
Or no, LC4. Sorry.
It's just
The scale always seemed backwards.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
and it's weird because control rating goes the other direction. So a lower control rating means that. Oh no, wait, that's the same way. We're digesting. The journey is progressing well. Dr. Bug, you get to your stuff and get to see, and it is all there. Nothing's been stolen by the smuggler.
Oh, What a Chad. Put everything here.
What a chat.
And then there's this growl coming from Doc Bug's stomach. His ears flop down, and he's like, "Oh, could really use a protein bar." Yeah,
Well, you know where the galley is.
he shuffles around in his stuff, and he finds one. Oh, he starts devouring it.
Your weapon.
Oh, yeah, here. He holds up a pistol. Actually, two pistols.
What sort? Do they use explosions to fire bullets? Do they shoot lasers? Do they
What skill does he need to roll against to
Q
identify him? IQ based.
Yeah, it's guns, not beam weapons.
They launch projectiles.
Okay.
Are they grav guns? Are they what TL are they?
It's something out of TL11, probably.
Okay.
I
If you're not bought them yet.
I didn't buy a specific one.
All right. TL11 projectile weapon. It might be like the ones that John Smith uses, which are kind of scary ones and good. Or it might be a
But these are
safer one.
miners a little smaller.
Tiny. Little baby guns.
They're made to size. That's the handle.
Well,
Very well.
Look at his cute little guns. Yes.
All right, just to let you know, Luke, I bought 10,000 of materials.
All right, cool.
Very well. You may keep them on your person. If you attempt a mutiny, I am sure the ship will murder you.
Okay. Do you have a shooting gallery?
Negative.
Ah, disappointment. Yeah, okay. Hey, someone help me with my stuff here. I can't carry too much.
Ural is no
Yeah.
longer there.
Get
Hey,
over there,
Ronald,
Angrel.
Do you have any corn?
I don't. But I saw some
Unit 7,
hydroponics.
Unit 4, please help the new crew member with its cargo.
Oh, thank you.
These Robo Sapien 9 billions have had tractor presser beams attached to them. And they
That's
use
so
it
fancy.
to levitate your cargo to its destinations.
Okay, I want this here. I want this there. That one goes over there. This one you can leave it here. I will install it. Direct them.
Boop, boop, boop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Angrel's just like looking dejected, carrying the empty can of nuts around after you. Where did you want this? There is a very clean nut that's been like nano bleached left in the container.
We can put that one over there in the corner.
Right you are. On another note, if we do acquire corn, I trust you won't ruin the harvest. Field mice
I
were a
won't.
big problem for the crops.
Oh, no, I not particularly keen of eating corn.
Good. I got distracted because some fucking shitheaded municipality in buttfuck nowhere, Alberta, has passed a tight-ass ban on motherfucking swearing. That distracted me. And on that note, I think it's a good time for a break. So we know complaints. Yeah, I think we'll be right back in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Oakley.
Oh, that's a bad way to return us, but we're back, and the journey's going ahead pretty nicely. It'd only take you a couple of hours for the tour and induction, and then another hour or two to get all your equipment set up, probably, unless you're spending a long time setting your equipment up. I don't know how often you need to sleep. You did just wake up from a very deep sleep.
And he just got hit with space equivalent of,
Adrenaline,
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah, he doesn't sleep a lot.
and I doubt that was a rat-sized.
Probably not, actually.
He probably didn't pull the full thing in.
Is Hyperstim from Ultratech?
Bio.
Biotech.
That thing might just be super wired.
If it's a cool sounding drug, it's either from biotech or Sketchy Pete.
I think it's from Biotech, the Ultra Steam.
Superstim.
Super Steam, yeah.
You talking about the hyperstim that I gave him?
Yeah?
James just posted it in Discord.
Never mind. Wide awake. Were it wide awake? No, that one's kind of mental.
But I've got 10 doses of that.
Huh, cool.
Just in case.
Just in case. I imagine, like, you'd regret taking that in a couple of days.
Right?
Like, if you didn't actually need it for the full week,
Yeah.
then it is its own disadvantage.
Just like 5 days in and you're, they find you just in the galley, just like, I am so bored. I've done everything.
You don't really pick anything up on passive sensors much at all, other than a couple of rocks.
Who are you talking to?
Anyone who's looking at the sensors screens.
I'm always looking at the sensors.
Yeah, I mean, I've probably got them up while I'm chilling, watching space fly around me.
If you are accelerating at the full 100G, then you glow like a torch to other people. Like, you probably get about double the bonus for detection based on heat signature.
I mean, I gotta be honest, we probably don't just fucking put the hammer down. Like, that's not good for engines to run them like that all the time.
Do you think you go about, like, detect
We'll take a day to get there.
24 hours? Alright, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Can Aral put a point in engineering electrical ITER from looking at the stuff he smuggled in?
From a day? Not yet. Although, no, from a day. Give me a research check and I'll tell you. Or I'll let you take a...
Can I put a point in research?
You can put a point in research. Yeah, I'll allow that. You've not really learnt much from looking over them, but you have learnt how to research.
Hey Luke, can I make a retcon to something?
Depends where it is, but maybe.
Can I make the gym, instead of a gym, a VR room?
Yes. Absolutely. The Ultratech VR rules are insane. You should spend all your cash on virtual shit. That'd be hilarious, I think.
Well, I was just saying because that would make a lot more sense.
Also, because
Can we go in there and meet significant cultural figures from the mid 20th century?
absolutely, you could do anything in there. It's a VR room. It's
Luke doesn't watch Star Trek. He doesn't get it.
no, but I've seen the Futurama rip-off parodies of it. There's a good one in the newer series where Kif has made some kind of romantic simulation for Amy, and Genghis Khan and Abraham Lincoln turn evil and try and attack
But
him.
anyways,
Yeah, digestion. You can
But
legit
yes,
go and fuck Genghis Khan and fight Helena Troy.
But yep, there's the. It is a VR room instead of a gym, so whenever you get the opportunity, just delete the equipment in there.
Two notable figures of the 20th century, by the way. Helena of Troy and Genghis Khan.
success by
I
one
don't
of
have
research.
anything.
All right, go to planet.
Planet?
Well, space
Station.
station.
Yep, BCB. Okay, so give me comms / sensors rolls, please. Your penalty is a -4. You're a couple of hours away from being like geostationary orbit around the device. And yep, you've spotted this station. It is attempting to be somewhat stealthy, but not particularly, and there is a fair bit of activity around it. You also spot maybe 3 accelerating things, very slowly accelerating away from it, and one of them decelerating as it approaches it.
I mean, are we moving? Oh wait, no, we're not. Never mind.
Give me vision, please.
Straight up.
Yep. I were reading through the census rules. That also should have been a 10, not an 18.
That one should
Sorry.
have been an 18, though.
Sorry.
By 8.
By 8, yeah. You get a pretty good view on this thing. It is pretty small, considering it's SM18. It's not giving out any detectable frequencies that you can tell, like, on the solid. It's not actively trying to communicate with anyone. But it is just about the only active thing in orbit around this body.
I guess we'll fly in.
Alrighty, about an hour later, you're approaching at a safe speed. Probably as you reach about 5 light seconds out, you'll get a message. Intercept course detected. Do you require docking?
Affirmative.
Purpose of visit? ?
Delivery.
Proceed to cargo. Docking. 14.
Mr. Smith could proceed to cargo docking 14. We have achieved clearance.
Excellent. I will go to docking 14.
How long until we are fully docked?
30 minutes max.
Then we are 30 minutes late for announcing to Angwal that it is urgent.
What?
Oh yeah, Angral, we need you down at the cargo bay. Stat. It's urgent. You gotta guard it.
I'm already ready. And he has been stood fully armoured and with his axe and shield just about every time you see him, if you've not got him moving cargo. Right away! And he sprints over to the ladders and chucks his shield down and then grabs on.
So, by the way, Luke, I'm cleaning the ship 4 cubic meters every minute now,
This place is spotless.
and that includes the people.
It's like me mother-in-law's apartment. It's gross. Oh, it includes the people. These aren't quite nanobots either, I don't think. They're more like bug things, aren't they?
Centobots.
No, it's described as like about the size of a grain of sand.
Oh, okay, so they're pretty tiny. The micro scale. But still, you
Aurora
notice
will
when
swat them away, though.
you'll notice when a bunch of sand just like rubs over you for a minute.
It will announce cleaning is imminent whenever it gets too.
Cleaning is imminent. Prepare
Well, I'll
yourself.
I will say it'll be like, cleaning swarm approaching. Please stand by.
There is no need.
The cleaning swarm is now calibrating.
Do not move while the swarm is calibrating.
This place does not have a barrier screened hangar bay for you to enter. The docking port doesn't have one. Oh no, it will have one that's the exact size for you. Yeah, 14 is the right size. They already checked that, and yeah, I'm sure you've got your ship set up so that it's useful, and I'm sure these people have got the docking spaces set up so that they're useful.
Awesome. All right, well, we dock.
This place is a crap hole. Like when you walked out of that lift back on Vort Station, that's where it's like when the cargo doors open. It's just flickering lights.
Oh, I guess on my approach, I also sent a message to whoever I'm delivering to that I'm approaching, Dock 14.
They would try and call you.
Okay. Answer.
Just trying to decide a voice quickly. Well, good day. Good day? No. Evening.
Oh,
Morning.
There's your defaults. There's your defaults. Redneck voice.
Yep. Y'all are...
Australian?
No, I can't do that one. Y'all are here? Y'all got it?
Yes. Yep. Approaching Docking Bay 14. It'll be available in about 20 minutes.
Awesome. See, I can't get there. Can you bring it over to the shuttle docking bay?
Do I know anything about the station? Is there any transport that I can use to get it there?
I don't think you know off the top of your head, no.
Okay.
Oceans in general, though.
Oh no, actually I did just make a GM check. Yeah, you've been on a station of this almost exact same type before. It shouldn't be too difficult. What you're delivering here only weighs a couple of tons, and there are moving walkways, or there ought to be moving walkways that go all the way around the circumference of this place, just beyond the hangar bays.
Okay. Yeah. I can do that.
Radical. Perfect. Okay. We're at Shuttle Bay 32. Right at the end, just before the leisure section. How long do y'all think you'll be?
I don't know. About an hour?
Perfect. You saved my skin, buddy. You're a lifesaver. Mwah. See you soon, shortly. Did you do video comms? I think I were getting to show you this person and then I never did.
I probably just did audio.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll dock, and I'll get Angral to unload.
Right away. The robo bunnies have already got it covered. He like goes to pick it
Okay.
up and it floats away from him.
Okay.
Oh! And then there's just 2 breakdancing robo bunnies on the top of it.
And
Shall
then
our new crew member assist?
Yeah, the Doctor has just been holed up in the med bay for about 24 hours, I think. I don't know if he went to his shack at any point.
I probably went there a little bit. You know.
Take a shower, have a piss. You don't really need to shower, seeing as grains of sand-sized robots come and buzz you clean every so often.
I don't think I trust him yet. So yeah, why don't you join us on our little excursion?
It's not like your
Ah,
ship couldn't just murder him.
Oh, I could so murder him. 5 of these robots have whatchamajigget's force swords that I can control and then murder him.
Okay, so I'll protect him from himself and the ship. Why don't you come along on this mission, or on this little
Sure,
transaction?
why not? Let's get to know the station.
Have you got any area knowledge, Doc?
Nope.
Okay. But this place is immediately obvious as a massive shithole. There is a screen on the wall, and it's a hollow screen. Yeah, they'd have that tech, displaying the basic station rules, which is don't fuck with Sadosec.
Sadosec.
The security of the station.
Okay.
Don't cause shit.
Oh.
And fuck the Federation. Not the Republic.
I'm sure those are all really nice people.
Someone's walking forward, though, immediately. He's wearing a mask. He's on his own. But he is carrying a big gun. And he's wearing some kind of battle suit. Oh, hoi hoi.
Aral matches whatever way he's holding the gun, so if he's just pointing it down, Aral points his down.
Yeah, he's not really holding it. It's more slung. And he's got his one hand on top of the barrel and the other hand like at the buttstock. Or the equivalents on this sci-fi gun that he's got. He's not really human-shaped. He looks you up and down and then he'll speak out in a language that some of you probably know. It's the cricket language. Did we ever give him a name?
Yes.
Damn.
Scroll up. Gorilla Sapiens.
Gorilla Sapiens.
Or based off Gorilla.
Based off of what, sorry?
The same way you did the other ones.
Okay. Based off the Latin name for some sort of family of crickets.
Cricket. Yeah.
Yep, perfect. Can you write it down again for me? Thank you.
Again, written down again.
Copy. Get to NPC generics crickets. Edit. Name. Paste. Save changes. Gorilla Sapiens. He kind of looks more like that than the picture I'm showing you right now. But his hand's not that close to the trigger. But you hear him speaking that inside his suit, and it gets translated to human solar common by his suit.
Neat.
Who delivering to?
Doc 32.
Cargo Dock 32.
Shuttle dock.
Needs check-in for taxes.
All right, but make sure I get a receipt.
Yeah, okay. Dock taxes fluctuate. It be 2,000 sigma ton. So he's asking 4,000 sigma off you. You
All right.
transmit here. Points at a screen.
All right, I will hand him 4,000.
Good, thank you. Please proceed. And he like shuffles back, sniffs again
And
a
he
bit.
gave me a receipt, right?
Oh yeah, receipt. Oh, one more. 1 sec, receipt.
You just paid full price for a shakedown.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I know,
Like,
but I'm gonna charge him on the Doc 32. Like, I'm gonna give him the receipt and be like, "Oh
Oh.
yeah,
You're adding that to what
Yep.
Doc 30. Okay.
Yeah, just like real life customs.
yep."
So realistic. Yup, proceed. No fucking about. You, points at Angro. No stupid thing, or I shoot you. He's going Russian, obviously. Can't help myself.
He's just here to be the muscle for the cargo.
You don't need muscle. Sadosec keep all crew safe.
Whatever.
Do they stop Rawl if he tries to step out of the ship with his gun?
No.
Cool. Aral's armed.
Cool.
You can't tell if I'm armed. I'm armed, but
Mr. Smith, I do believe that was not an actual legitimate transaction. Or this construct.
What?
Mr. Smith?
what was it really that obviously a shakedown? I thought this was like a station guard.
It did look kind of fishy.
Everyone else got that vibe.
Oh. I missed it then. Okay, fuck it, we'll roleplay it. Like, no, the customs guard. I got the receipt and everything.
Luke, I would like to read the receipt.
Docking taxes, 2 tons, 4,000.
Yeah, but is it like just him writing it down on like a basically scrap of paper or something?
It's got the station logo stamped at the bottom.
And it looks at least professional and all, real enough, right?
It's got a time, a dock number.
Okay. It looks like a receipt. Let's go to Dock 32. I want to get rid of this fucking cargo. Let's go.
The moving walkways are not working. You find out once you get past the hangar bays and into cargo transportation.
All right. Well, we'll start transporting it.
It is good that we have Angro.
I'm assuming a couple of robot bunnies are moving this, yeah? Or are they not leaving
Yeah,
the ship?
especially if we. No, two of them can accompany us. I have like 10 of the damn things.
Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah. There's probably one of them tractor pressing each of them.
Yeah, and they're probably jibber jabbing away the entire time.
Yeah. This place
Our
would be great
philosophy.
for roller skating. No, grav skating.
Yeah, sure it would. Look, we got a delivery to make. Let's go.
I'm pretty sure grav skating is what Wittgenstein was talking about in those essays he wrote at Oxford or Cambridge University.
Wittgenstein does not matter. Rand was correct.
So, do we get to the place?
You're on your way. It's dark and
Oh,
dingy.
and by the way, look, these two are two with the four swords that I can gain control, dupe myself into at any given moment if need be.
Alrighty. Yeah, you do pass a fair bit of, people. These beggars just stood at the side of the road, but your crew looks pretty menacing, and they do not pay much attention. There's lots of nice adverts displayed along the walls, and by nice, I mean vandalized, very outdated adverts, outdated by about 40 years at least, it looks like.
Okay.
For there are some Vasic adverts, Taurus. Those three are featured prominently. Insert random company names for all the others. There's more than you can count. Lots written in, well, none barely written in human solar, I don't think. Oh no, in fact, yeah, most of them written in human solar, and gravity in this place is 1G exactly.
Huh.
In fact, all the station
It
signs
might fluctuate a little bit just because of how shitty it is.
It kind of does, but not by anything that causes major problems to you. There are whole parts of the station, though, that are completely uninhabitable. Like, everything behind command control on this map is depressurized and without gravity. You go past families clearly just waiting to try and get on a ship as you're walking past all the shuttle docking bays. It's pretty much like walking through an airport past boarding gates.
Okay.
But as you approach Dock 32, you start seeing more signs for the leisure areas that were ahead 30 years ago.
Okay.
Some of them have been spray painted over in the Grilly Sapien language, and also Seaboyd, Squama, and other languages. Deroda's language.
Okay.
It's not Deroda's handwriting, though, don't worry about that. But you do feel an impulse that tells you, like, Deroda wrote that. He's here. Best be ready to kill him.
Ural tightens his grip on his gun.
Koi. No one really notices, but Angrel's, like, just occasionally muttering. Well, you probably do notice, because he's occasionally muttering, like, just shut up. I don't care about that.
Creepy. Anyhow, I assume we eventually get to Dock 32?
No.
No. Okay.
It goes quite quiet. you have to pass through big bulkhead fire doors occasionally. And as you go from dock 21 to dock 22 waiting area, it's completely empty. But as you're walking through the door to dock 23 is closing. And it's eerily empty. There's been at least 3 or 4 people, and at most a couple of hundred in the last couple of docks.
Okay, and this one is just entirely empty.
Entirely empty.
Okay.
As you get about halfway across it, they're about 100 meters
Mr.
long,
Smith.
each room. Go on.
Mr. Smith, this reminds me of the time Crew 77 died.
Yeah, that's great. Would you please stop telling us those things? I really don't need to know them.
Did John respond out loud?
Yeah. I mean, not loudly, but I'm sure it carries in this empty space.
He's got really good hearing. That robot. I think it's safe to say he heard you. Robot. That monstrous, hideous creature that is Ural.
You get looks. Most of my characters do that. They draw their weapons and give looks.
I'll just like shake my head and give the like don't worry about it hand sign. Like don't worry.
The door opens when you're about 50 meters away from it. And a really large fella steps through.
Rado!
It's not Rado. By large, I mean they're wearing a very beefy battle suit that
Angrel
makes
size.
bigger than Angrel, just, and more current
All the
tech.
way up to the next size modifier then.
Yeah. And he steps forward a couple. He is holding a weapon of some kind, but not in any kind of threatening manner. And he looks behind him and someone else steps through. He says, He's speaking high solar, but he's not translating it. Has anyone got a translator app for that?
Yes.
I also have it at accented. Because of human solar common.
Good day, friends. Now,
Good day.
I don't want you to be alarmed when you come to the next docking area with these goods. So I just thought I'd have my boy here appear and let you know that we're not about to do any funny business if you don't.
Okay. Well, all I really want to do is go deliver my goods.
I should point out that these are the 2 containers that you never really got a good look at what were inside them.
Oh, okay.
I really should have mentioned that earlier, probably.
I just assumed.
Yeah. I'll give you a retcon chance to have another final go at having a peek inside them if you want.
Yes, please.
Or just biting the bullet and having opened it and it being obvious that it was opened.
Sounds like the ship's going for it.
You wouldn't go as far as to just open it and like break.
Scanning.
Yeah, scan it.
All right, give me.
Sensors again?
Yeah, sensors would work.
By 6, and I have been at this for a long time.
Yeah, you've had like full week as well to try and crack that, and yeah, really.
Like, she's been out in the background. One of her dupes has been operating this ship, and so she's just had a lot of downtime.
It's hypersleep cryo storage. I forget which page it'll be in Ultratech, but it's long-term biological organism rest space.
Oh
But
shit! That
there's only one in each box. You can't tell what the genetics of them are, but they are roughly human-sized, or you could fit a roughly human-sized thing in the
this would have
matter
been good
payload
information to
portion.
have beforehand, but I'll just have to figure out a way to roleplay.
We can rewind a little bit.
No. Let's just go with it.
So, if you proceed, please, I'd like to make an offer for this cargo you're supposed to be delivering.
Mr. Smith, reminder that you might want to charge for cargo, considering we are transporting life forms. Slave trade usually incurs a higher price.
Wait, slave trade?
Do you say that out
Indeed.
loud?
Yes, I do.
Oh, please, Mr. Smith. We don't.
There you go. You got the voice right that time.
We absolutely don't want anyone hearing that this might be a slave transaction. Of course, none of us would deal with anything of the sort.
Wait. Back up. And this is in character. Construct. Are you meaning to tell me that there are people in these containers?
No, without opening the container, there are two humanoid-sized biological transfer components inside each of the containers.
And we are
these
being
two
paid to
guys-
transport them farther than here.
Not much further. But yeah. Well, what are you being offered?
Well, now I'm wondering about whether or not... Why are you so interested in these containers?
I'm a shrewd businessman and they represent a valuable investment.
Yeah, the life forms in here that are probably not in here by their own volition.
That's a very philosophical question. I can't do posh and the whiz. It's hard.
Just do Wasi instead.
Keep doing it, it's great.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
But I forgot where I was just going on because my lips felt weird for a second. Why is he so interested in
The philosophy
them?
of slave trading.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, no, not the philosophy of slave trading. Rather, the philosophy of thought, free will, intentionality. I know what you mean. Like personhood and like when something is self-aware. Something like that, yes. Would you say that transporting sperm for insemination is slave trading?
Depends on...
Remember, every sperm is sacred.
Shh.
I
It
think
depends on if you're using it to make slaves.
the neo-Catholics do say that every sperm is sacred, and every time you ejaculate, that's like that many potential purgatory sperms. I think some bishops have got rituals where they all jizz into a big cup and baptize the jizz together.
Anyway.
Anyhow,
TMI.
Rated 18.
um,
It's a HBO special.
But this construct believes that James Smith should upcharge significantly if he continues to wish to sell.
yeah, my response to them on their philosophy question was, well, it depends on whether or not they're going to use that sperm to make slaves.
The strong will survive, John Smith.
It's true.
Although, if they are willing to pay this much for those biological life forms, their worth might be more as crew members for our ship.
That's very possible too. So, what do we have in here?
I don't think you need to know that, John Smith.
Should this construct copy itself into the units for defensive maneuvers, Mr. Smith?
Not yet.
And as the that's a fun response to the question Luke asked.
Which question was
It was, I don't think you need to know, Mr. Smith. Not yet.
that? Well, perfect. Shall we step right through?
No, I need you.
Very well. I will have my other associates join us in here. And the door opens behind him, and a few people start walking in. I should take us across to a map, really. I think it's a good time for a quick 5-minute break while I throw one together.
Okay.
Sure.
So we'll be right back. And we're back. So, if you're just joining us, then I've forgotten ever. Here he is. Whoops. Okay. So you've been chatting with these guys who are just ahead of you. And this is... Ooh. And what was the last question uttered? Well, you said you wouldn't like to come through. Well, can we negotiate a price then for these? How much are you being paid?
How much were we being paid?
20k per box of these, 40k total for delivery to here.
40k.
Huh.
45k. 45k.
A pittance. I'll give you 200.
Per box?
No, you idiot.
Mr. Smith, I do believe that would mean the contents of these containers are more valuable for crew purposes. Or this construct believes.
Yeah, these are obviously very worthwhile, and like our computers have determined that there's living creatures in these boxes.
Hey, Luke, I can't move the bunnies.
Oh, my bad. I think it's because they're on the map player. Can you move them now? You might just not have
Yes.
control over them. Oh, no. You,
No, I can.
cool.
Keep going,
Are they...
Mr. Smith.
You have to maintain a concentrate maneuver to use the tractor presser beam. Are they doing that, or have they put the cargo down?
We put it down.
Okay. Well, Did you use fast talk just then for that one?
No, I used that for saying that they were gonna pay 45.
Okay. I think 200,000 is a rather... is more than sufficient payment for these two...
Ah, well, you see, but the other thing is that you're asking me to break another contract, which kind of hurts my reputation. So I think I'm gonna go with the other contract still.
I think we all know that you have no reputation left, John Smith.
Oh, it depends on who you talk to.
If we are discussing reputation, it would be remiss of me not to mention that while he may be known for daring acts of, let us call it self-sacrifice, others here are known for their threat. I'm gonna roll Intimidate.
Mr. Smith, may I suggest a course of action, or this construct can suggest a course of action?
Mm,
Get them to transfer an initial payment of their 200, of a percentage of their 200,000. Then we murder them.
well, share with the class. I say that out loud too.
I will transmit that to everyone who is hooked up to the network.
That's a fine idea. What is...
What?
Angrel said that.
Oh, yeah.
What's a fine idea? And trust me, if you're really concerned about the welfare for the contents of those crates, then you would do much better to give them to me.
Yeah, because you've got such a darling reputation.
Mr. Smith, this construct would suggest not antagonizing. Gets the money.
Can Aral roll computer operation at, what is it, -1 for the TL difference to try and redial our contact, the guy who contracted us?
I'm not sure if John Smith shared that frequency.
I don't think he did. I don't remember him doing it.
I mean, I don't think I ever specifically did, but
Just because you just called him before we got here.
yeah, like it's entirely possible that it's on the redial because I wasn't necessarily doing it secretly.
Okay, if you were just doing it over the ship's comms as well.
Yeah.
That's with a -1 for TL.
Yeah. You can make that call.
Okay, continue.
Oh, it rings a couple of times, then answers, and it's like, Smith?
No, I mean the other people can continue.
Mm-hmm.
Aral's just gonna put it on speaker
All right.
so that he can hear what's going on.
That you, Smith?
Yeah, so I mean, you see, like, I mean, I've already got this contract set up, and you're over here
What you're
trying
talking
to
about? He's
trying
like,
to
you
bribe it out from under me.
Your butt down me? What's this? What's going on here?
Like, but like, why would I do better to hand the cargo over to you?
You do better by the contents.
Yeah, and what is the contents?
Simple biological shells. They have no consciousness inside them. They are pair of suits, if you would.
Can I roll research real quick?
Yeah?
I want to get how much these things might be worth.
Alright. You're still not sure what they are,
minus?
but... You,
But
well,
but he just gave me
a-
the
a-
idea that they're
yeah, a shell. Bioshells are a
Shell.
legit technology.
only by one.
Bioshells range in price from just a few thousand to millions.
So these must be some pretty valuable bio shells then. If we've got this kind of a bidding war going on.
Name your price.
Well, I mean,
What y'all talking about bidding war? Boy, are you fleecing me? Where you at? Where's your signal coming from? Someone track that down.
how about this? You tell me. You let me take a look and determine that they are what you say they are.
I need to reset Roll20 quickly because my chat bar's being all dodgy.
Okay.
But carry on.
How about we get to take a look at what the product is, and then we'll decide on a price.
I don't think so. They can't be sealed. The process is not yet complete. They would be ruined.
Mr. Smith, ask for a down payment of 250,000, and then we shall murder them.
Oh, these crates, is it possible to climb on top of them and then look over the top?
Yeah, the dimensions are roughly car-sized. The cars vary in size quite a bit. Compact car. Smaller than that. It's like a
It's a mini.
one-seater golf cart.
Okay.
Not that tall though. Neck height on a 5'11" person. So they're like 5.5 feet tall.
Okay, yeah. Earl just kind of grabs onto a bar or whatever and
Oop.
up.
Okay. So
I think the sound effect conveys how he's getting up.
you stand
Who's
on the
turn?
crate then, and you've already been intimidating this kind of.
Wait, so earlier he said that they didn't have a shell. I want to actually roll a detect. Oh, okay. No, he seems to be truthful.
Earlier you said they didn't have a shell. What do you mean?
Or he wasn't. They're just shells. There's no consciousness.
Okay, yeah.
Like this isn't slave trading.
Yeah, no, he's not lying.
Okay.
Even
You know
so,
what? 500,000 per box.
You're a shrewd businessman, John Smith. Per box. Per box. Please. I don't think so. I'll give you 250 each box. And that's already
Trans-
more than double what you'd ever get from anyone else for these specific shells.
All right. Well, how about you put up, and then we'll make this. And if you
Anyone else can roll detect lies or body language.
what's that default to?
Perception -6, I want to say. He seems pretty legit in that no one else would pay even half 250k a box for these.
Made on the nose.
I feel like Doc Bug's probably got some relevant skills, maybe.
For negotiations, not.
More for knowledge of what's in the box.
Yeah.
If these boxes could well contain very bespoke, pre-ordered with ultra specific dimensions and attributes by somebody. It's like someone's ordered a pair of bespoke Ferraris shaped like a cock and balls and painted in solid gold flake. And it's like, the parts are worth a lot, but the real value is for the person who wanted that specific design of this.
Okay.
I suppose depending on the design, it might still be quite valuable. But he seems honest when he says that the most you'd get from anyone else is about 100,000 each, probably.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's just make the deal. He's honest.
Finally, thank you. Well, I suppose you didn't say let's just make the deal out loud, or did you?
No, I wouldn't have. No, my counteroffer will be 3.
300 per box.
Yes.
I feel like it's merchant check time.
Okay.
Should have been merchant check a couple times.
I think just once.
250 per. And my friend here won't be forced to evaporate the lot of you. And he readies his gun.
You see, now I don't like threats. That's not very friendly of you, and we're here doing business. So there's no need for that.
I'm sorry, that was very rude. I'm just a little anxious, as it seems your other buyer is getting anxious. Someone had just popped their head into the room, and then he waved them back quickly, and they ran away the other direction. And the person on the phone that you've got talking in the background, who's listening in on what you're saying, at least, I think. Or have you got him muted? Like, are you on mute?
I don't know. I don't think I know about this.
I assumed you
He said
heard
that.
it
Yeah, he said that
based on
he'd
how
put
you
it on everyone's comms.
but it's on speaker so that it's picking up a lot more sound.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, you did say it were on speaker, so he has been hearing all this. It's like, God damn it, Pontius is here. You fucking idiots, I told you to check. Did you not check? Alright, 2 of you goes that way, 2 of you goes that way. So yes,
This construct can set up the transfer immediately.
please, let's hurry.
Yes. Let's make this transaction.
Ural's gonna start aiming at the big guy.
Point your gun at him.
Yeah. Like he's kind of hanging off the side like a cool person from the 30s on a train.
He'll do the same, you think? Aiming back at you, like a second later, he
I've got
starts aiming at you.
crazy cover.
Better than his, for sure.
Yeah.
Alright, here. He
Set up
starts
the transfer.
bouncing off a shortwave signal for the transfer. Maneuver the boxes forward. His 2 guys set up their tractor presser beams ready to grab him. They're aiming at the boxes.
I think you're the only one who can move the boxes.
I am.
Yeah.
Well, they're both on the floor still, I imagine, so...
Yeah.
Off the box, please. The money transfers. The boxes start levitating. And,
Wait, the money transfers, Luke?
yep.
Is there any way I can try to just get a backdoor into their account?
No.
Okay.
It's
Haha, you handed me $20. Now I have a backdoor into your wallet.
yeah, pretty much.
I
I've
was
just
just checking.
seen what your little robos were doing. Were you trying to be stealthy with that?
No, they were just kind of walking around, and I was gonna have them kind of be like,
Give me an acting check, I think, please.
yeah, what's that default to?
IQ -5.
Okay. Like they're just kind of mumbling and looking around.
La la la, we
La
dance.
la 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 la, yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to make them mimic normal behavior. If no one's doing anything, the boxes will float past. It'll say, "Thank you very much."
Mr. Smith, are we murdering them? Transfer is complete.
Honestly, I don't see any reason to. But I do see a reason for us to get the hell out of here.
Especially since we've been transmitting this entire conversation.
You double-crossing son of a bitch! I'm gonna fucking kill you. All right, boys, we're getting out of here. We're gonna hit them somewhere. He hangs up.
In either case, we should probably get the hell out of Dodge.
And so, do you legit just turn and start leaving quickly?
I think
Oh,
so,
The world does
yeah.
not
Like-
turn.
Everyone walks backwards.
Yeah, yeah.
The doors close at the same time. Although roll me hearing, they'll get through that door, in about 10 seconds. Roll me hearing, please. In fact, one of you probably don't even need to yet. You hear blaster fire coming from the far side as you're just leaving your door.
Okay.
And then that one closes and they're not following you. Do you
What do you mean blaster fire? As in from them to us or just at them, you think?
It's happening in the next hangar along 24.
Okay.
I really want those bio shells.
Yeah, but now we've got a lot of money.
That's true.
And we can increase it, but you see, they'll have to send us some more, and then we'll have to send some back to them. But don't worry, it'll all check out.
Well, I think we're just bailing.
Hey, we forgot to show him the tax receipt.
Yeah, I'm willing to just eat that at this point.
Cricket paper.
I just made a whole lot more money than I expected to.
As you're leaving a couple of cargo waiting areas, you see Sadosek running out and past and in the direction of the blaster fire.
Cool, we're not involved. Had nothing to do with it.
Let's hope they don't get us on lockdown.
And you'll get back probably in about 5 minutes if you're hustling.
Well, yeah, there's crazy people shooting blasters back there. Let's get the hell out of here.
And everyone give me... Are you running? Or are you just speed walking, moving at regular
Moving
move?
moving briskly, I think.
The girls are bouncing.
Yeah, you make it. As you just as you leave the shuttle docking area and into cargo, like about 5 seconds after, they lock down the shuttle docking zone.
Does
Oh
our
my god,
fedora-
crazy people are shooting back there.
What were you saying, Jared?
Does our fedora make it?
Yes, just.
Oh, good.
But I need another break because the last one was mostly utilising making a map. Actually, I don't particularly if you lot are willing to actually talk for the next 30 seconds.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, have a chat. Plot against me. I'll be right back. You're still strewn. Oh, we've not been on the map, though. That's my bad. But at least you've been able to hear, which is the most important. And it has been almost entirely theatre of the mind.
Hey, I'm getting a cut, right? I know it didn't do much, but come on.
We'll talk about it.
I'm just fixing the stream before I run from out. Pazzizzle.
I'm glad nobody got shot.
Correction. This construct thinks someone got shot, but no one from this crew.
Should this reflect poorly on your reputation, John Smith? Fortunately, in such a case, it would not reflect on mine.
Nor this construct's.
Yeah, they paid me well enough paid us well enough for the loss of reputation. We'll just chalk that one up to the other buyer being cheap.
Where are we off to next? Your ship's destination? Or mine?
The ship overrides organic life.
Unfortunately, that's the contract. So we'll go do her thing, and on the way out of the system, we'll go do yours.
The ship does not understand the beauty of hybridized organic mechanical life.
Well, yeah, but we'll only be a couple-day detour.
And time at the facility.
Shouldn't take long. Last time we were at one of these things, all I had to do was go down and plug a thing into a thing.
A dongle, you mean?
Thingy jig.
What's that? You planning on taking over this station or just blowing it up?
Oh, we're talking about.
He is returned. Fire.
I heat up the engines, by the way.
Mm-hmm. De-docking.
Yep.
Wow.
Luke, roll dodge.
You personally,
Me
as the
personally. I failed.
1 moment. Quick math.
I think I've got about 8 HP. My HT is 9.
Alright, you're at negative 230-ish.
I'm dead. And I'm pretty sure my body's on fire. Oh no, huge piercing. Oh no, I also took like a bunch of burning damage.
Oh, wrong one. I rolled my gun's damage, not the actual warheads.
$85 incendiary surge. Yep.
Yeah, we said that our next goal was the Arky place.
Arky place. That makes sense. Comms sensors rolls, please.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, 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 boop. Communications, you said, or sensors?
Sensors. I said comms/sensors, but I did just mean.
Oh.
Communisensors.
In fact, no, that makes sense. Yeah, you'd be inhaled by a ship.
Hello?
John Smith, I'm gonna fuck you up. I see you in that fancy ship there. I'm gonna
Well-
find you and I'm gonna get my money's worth.
Well, why don't we just, have it out here?
Y'all can fire up your weapons if you want. Sato
Now, you
stationed
see,
there to
I know
burn
who
you
you
to
are.
hell.
I know what you want. And
I
I'm looking
close.
for ransom, and I can tell you that you have money. And what I have are very particular skills. Skills that I have acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my money go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you, and I will kill you.
God damn it! Shut up,
I
Jimmy.
cloak.
I'm using the comms. Now, my
Hey,
my
look.
brother Jimmy's right though. He will get you.
I cloak.
Yeah. Look,
You what, sir?
you just
You click.
I cloak.
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 Okay. So you stop. Yeah, I imagine you accelerated briefly, but then engines off. Cloak.
Yep.
Aral's gonna go find his air tank and go near an airlock.
Okay.
We can still transmit. It wouldn't be cloaked, right?
Yeah.
Rel-
I'm gonna
Yeah, you
tell
can't
him.
get an exact lock.
yeah, it's more about preventing visual location.
I'm gonna tell him. Hey, like you obviously were trying to get very valuable merchandise shipped to you, and you got cheap, and that was your mistake.
You motherfucker. You didn't even know how much I was gonna pay you for those.
You said 45 total.
I was open to negotiation. I was lowballing you, boy.
Yeah, and you were gonna go all the way up to 500.
Now you gone and got my robot dog all shot up.
I hadn't. You were the. You did that entirely of your own volition. I'll tell you what. Let's get outside the range of this station and have this talk face to face.
I seen your ship. I don't want to die out here today. But I'm coming for you, John Smith. You made yourself a powerful enemy today. Maybe 25% your power level? No, that's not true. 100% your power level. Fuck it. Maybe frequency of appearance 6? I don't know.
You realize, like, you know who I am, right?
Yeah, I know who you are. What, you think you're fancy just 'cause you ran away with some government ship full of babies?
Yeah, and you think that compared to the other people that I've pissed off that I'm really shaking in my boots at you?
Boy, you're a glorified delivery driver. And you got a boss, may I remind you. Someone set this deal up. He's not going to be too pleased when I tell him about this, mate, don't think.
He'll probably be pleased when he sees his share.
You rapidly losing radio range. You hear
Okay.
Jimmy in the background on his end saying, like, "We going the wrong way. They're clearly going in the other direction. I can't hear. The signal's getting fainter, house." And he's like, "God damn it! Well, I'll find you, John Smith. I know the bars you go to. I know those damn low skank ass pieces of shit holes you like to frequent. I'm gonna find you
All
in there.
right.
I'm gonna put a fucking bullet in your brain, son. And I'm gonna take my money back, and I'm gonna take that fancy shit you got too."
All right. Good luck. Settle down, big fella.
Yeah,
And then I'll cut the comms.
click. You've still got them on sensors, yeah. They're heading kind of towards BCB4,
Okay.
and
Well, we will head to the
John
ship's
Smith,
mission.
are we destroying them, or are we, or is the ship moving on?
I mean, I don't see any real need.
Understood.
Put this one to a vote. What's the rest of the crew want to do?
Okay.
Not so
Jesus.
near to a station.
Yeah, I think that's wise.
aliens. That reference might not always land in this game.
And what was that, Z?
Can we just destroy them?
Aliens! In your voice.
No, just destroying them wouldn't probably be that challenging a task, but we are right next to that station, and the ship's got a thing it wants us to do. I say we just leave them be.
Blowing up a ship in a system will attract attention as well. Like, you can fly around here pretty much as you want, all over all sorts of space, even in Sol, without anyone paying you much attention if you don't go too close to anything. But blowing something up, blowing another ship up in space, especially one that's using a fusion or antimatter reactor, will be detectable by just about everyone in the system, I reckon.
Plotting course.
To blow them the fuck up, or to go to Aruta?
To go to the planet.
Okay.
Go to the planet.
4 AU, so another 24 hours?
Yeah.
Yep.
Soundy good. 24 hours will pass.
Ship gets cleaned again.
And I think we're probably reaching a fairly good point where we could call it. Shorter session today. We are missing a member, and I'm pretty tired. And I'm 30, but I don't get to open presents until I wake up. so I've got to hurry up and go to sleep. I hope I've got roller skates. Oh, I want roller skates and a mountain bike
Crab skates?
and a BMX. Graph skates. Wittgenstein says they're cool. But yeah, it does feel like about a good place to call it, but let's bullshit a little bit for the next 24 hours. And also, you can start asking me questions about the planet that you might have. And the details from your buoy that you picked up.
I think that might be something we could do in between sessions next week.
That probably makes a lot of
throat-
sense.
My throat is dying.
Fair enough.
I just got back from a wedding and a plane, and I had to toast, and I'm dead.
But John Smith, what's your plan for the journey? 24 hours.
Oh, probably same as always. You know, the standard, checklist of systems that I go and
You
take a quick look at.
do it every day.
Yeah, I figure like the morning I spend an hour and I go check a bunch of things and run the checklist and
I bet there's an hour in the gym.
yeah, probably.
The gym got retconned.
VR room.
There's an
VR
hour in the
room.
holodeck.
An hour in the holiday. Yeah, that's another kind of exercise, I suppose. I hope you're not a neo-Catholic.
No.
There's some neo-Catholics that don't believe that. There's some neo-Catholics that are entirely based around masturbating constantly and eating cornflakes.
Anyway,
Ural. Do you tell Angrol that it's urgent, that you must go and wait, and then go and stand patiently for 24 hours?
No.
Okay.
Ural plays with biocircuits.
Gross. Give me
I
a...
fixed the food fabricator.
Oh, you already... Oh, wait, merchant bargain hunting.
Yeah, I spent a few hours on the commercial channels.
Oh, good plan, son. There are some good deals at minute. Uluway. You can pick up some good stock at Uluway, and by stock I mean VR products, ringtones for your communicator, bio creams for changing your hair color. A big wheel that you can run on. I don't know if you'd be into that. It doesn't even need to be that big. You're tiny. stock bug? Do you spend like 20 hours watching commercials, shopping, scrolling?
Not 20, but like a chunk of 3 and then another chunk of 3.
Yep. It's pretty much modern day watching YouTube. But yeah, GG. That was everyone, right? We'll have Angrel back next week. He was just jonesing for corn all session, I'm sure. Not next week. Next week is nothing, maybe? I don't even know.
No. I
Or-
don't know. We could do this game again on Friday.
Can you not do Fathom?
Because Ringy can't.
So yeah, we'll be back with this on Friday then. Join us then. We're the Cobalt Cafe. I am Luke. We had James.
I am James. Merchant captain. Did a lot of merchanting. Made another enemy.
Yeah, that was
Pissed off a guy.
purely legitimate merchanting that happened today. You picked up a cargo of a rat in a can of nuts and then sold a cargo of illegal, super kinky body clones to an intergalactic pervert. So yeah, no, that is standard merchanting. We also had Terra.
I am Tara. I played the construct. I am tired. Weddings are hard.
They are. Sleep tight, Terra. We also had Jared.
Hey, I'm Jared. Played Aral. Didn't shoot anything.
Do you feel bad about that? You'll definitely get a chance when you land on that planet. Oh boy. Ever's gonna jizz his pants on that planet, I'm sure. I'll probably kill
Leaving
him.
early next week. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
We can discuss that later.
Yeah. And finally, Z Warrior. He's here. He's got a character, and I like it a lot.
Yay! I playing Dr. Bug, the tech rat. Biotechnology is something. I could legit grow some clones from those bodies we just sold.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
They pretty much ready-made clones.
We could have a few Djangos on board.
Djangos. No, Djangos. They weren't Djangos. They're much more expensive than Djangos. But yes, thanks for watching. We'll be back on Friday. Usual time-ish, probably. Bye-bye. GG.
Bye bye.
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 Bye.